Okay, so when I was 22, I had my second son. So I was a single mom with two kids at 22 years old. I went back to my mom's after I had my second child, and I lived with her for about a month, 2 months tops. I got my income tax because during my pregnancy and my second son, I was taken out of work. I had bleeding issues every day for over 2 hours, every day for the whole 9 months. So I was taken out of work. And then when I gave birth, they were hoping it would stop. Well, I gave birth. I ended up getting a house, moving in by myself, had a job. You know, the regular independent single parent. My ex came and see me at the hospital to see my second child. And then the biological father of the second child decided to bring his new girlfriend to the hospital to see his son for the very first time. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Good thing I had a catheter in my back, so I'm going to say it, but I try to be polite. Because I do want him to be in his life, but that still didn't work that way. But anyway, so I got my own house, and I got back with my ex, my first ex, the one that was a virgin. We got back together for over 2 years. And in those 2 years, we had our own place this time. So the fighting wasn't as bad, plus he worked out of town sometimes. The fighting wasn't as bad as it was living with his mom or living with his friends, I guess you could say. But one day, he left and I didn't chase him no more. I just let him go. He had another girl soon after, which is the girl between me and me. And I didn't care no more. I just stopped chasing him. I can do the single parent thing. So that's what I did. And I went back to stripping, and I found babysitters because at first I let him babysit and his mom. And we got into a couple fights in his yard trying to get my kids back from him watching them that weekend, including a gun day. So that had to stop. So I found other babysitters. And I paid my babysitters very well to watch my kids. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And the bleeding didn't stop. I actually started bleeding for 2 years straight. And I went to a doctor. And one doctor sent me to another doctor. I ended up going to an extra specialist because they wanted to freeze my cervix. And I was like, no, I ain't down for that. I don't know what the heck you mean by that. I don't want to know. I don't want it described to me. I don't know. I'm going to find no opinion. So I did. And so I went to another doctor, and the OB wanted to use a balloon, fill it with hot water and bust it and burn my inner walls to stop me from bleeding. Needless to say, I didn't freeze my procedure. I did the balloon. But when I got my second son, I had my tubes tied. So I knew I couldn't have no more kids. And as soon as I tied my tubes, my family told me that if I didn't marry the one that I was with after I had him, that I wouldn't get married because I wasn't worthy of getting married if I couldn't give a man a child. And this continued until the day I got married. Like, my family put limits on me that shouldn't have been put on me. Like, you don't put limits on a child and say, oh, because if you don't give another man a child, you won't get married. And that was the whole time I was being raised, too. Like, oh, you're going to give, have so many men, blah, blah. And then if you don't give them a child, they won't stay with you. But in all fairness, I watched my dad walk away from his second wife to his third wife, which my second child and his third child are 2 days apart, I think. 1 or 2 days apart. And he got with her to have that baby. So yeah, limited belief being shown in front of me. Yeah, I was pretty much told I would settle, and that's pretty much what I did.